$50 million out the gate before any money is made. Just think how much money that is, guys. They haven't even made any damn money yet. Just like some of y'all will be, man. So it stated updates on the Saudi Arabia basketball league. League is set to start next fall, running from November to April. Damn, this is a full league. During WNBA offseason, already signed WNBA players could offer players up to $50 million. Elena Bird, acting as chief basketball officer Candace Parker, is also involved. Hold up, $50 million contracts, bro. His Excellence say, you know what? I am very mad about that. You want a Lamborghini? What color? Red or blue?
Caitlyn Clark's global valuation just blew the doors off women's basketball. One report says she's worth 10 times more than any player in the WNBA. 10 times. And guess who's watching all of this unfold? A'ja Wilson, the league's MVP and champion, yet somehow not the highest valued player in her own sport. Before you pick sides, let's break down how Clark's meteoric rise and a rumored $50 million price tag has reshaped the entire landscape of women's basketball. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much.
And y'all think Caitlyn Clark ain't finna do this? You think Caitlyn Clark ain't finna go get her $50 million? Caitlyn Clark hella doing this. I mean, and it's backed by LeBron too. LeBron got some ownership in this league. You know, I think you call him His Excellence. His Excellence, come get your boy John the Liquidator. Put me at the game, dog. I'ma make it lit. I ain't lying. $50 million. It looked like this whole world thing could be finally getting some competition on a major level because they're putting up big time money for this Saudi Arabia whole thing to go down. I think Noah Lyles, the track Olympian star, said that that the NBA should not be called world champions because they don't play anybody else in the world, which I gotta agree with them on that.
Now back to the video. When that Saudi League report dropped, the basketball world froze. It claimed Caitlyn Clark's market value was 10 times higher than any player in the WNBA. 10 times. Suddenly, every conversation turned from MVP debates to money talks. For players like A'ja Wilson, who's been the face of the league for years, that number hit differently. She's pulling in a base salary that barely scraped $230,000, while experts said Clark's projected worth hovered around $50 million. That kind of gap was hard to ignore. Wilson leads her team with rings and MVPs, yet Clark's influence is measured in revenue spikes and record ratings. Since her arrival, the league's numbers jumped through the roof. Ratings up nearly 300%, attendance skyrocketing, and projected league revenue reportedly boosted by around $875 million. One star was out there winning championships, the other was winning headlines, sponsorships, and global deals from every direction. The difference didn't just stay in America. Overseas leagues, especially in Europe and the Middle East, saw Clark as more than a basketball player. They saw her as a market engine. Reports said her highlights were trending in multiple languages, and some clubs were even lobbying to sign her for the offseason. Meanwhile, the WNBA salary cap limited everyone else, creating the sense that the league couldn't afford its brightest new light.
And what's crazy is that I thought this was fake. I didn't think LeBron or anybody else would be in on this league to compete with the NBA. I seen the thing Lil Wayne said he went to a concert. Well, he had a concert in Saudi Arabia, and he stated the jet people wouldn't let him get on with his jewelry. And y'all give me $400K. That's all I need. And I'm going to make sure the viewers at home stay entertained. Telling you right now, bro, this will be the biggest basketball league to hit the grace earth, guys. I ain't lying. So this mean to tell me, Your Excellence, have unlimited funds, bro. You got unlimited fun. Hold up, wait a minute, bro.
Then Nike got dragged into the mix. Clark's rumored mega deal contrasted with Wilson's long-delayed signature shoe, and fans read into every tweet. When Wilson posted, "What's delayed isn't denied," people took it as a reaction to being sidelined again. The crowd split online while sales and attention flooded toward Clark. Games featuring Clark turned into sellouts, while Wilson's title runs strangely lost buzz. The Tantrum headlines missed the real story. The market had rewritten what dominance meant, rewarding visibility over hardware. And that left one big question hanging. What happens when a league can't match the gravity of its biggest name? How can one player's popularity shake an entire league? That's what the WNBA's facing right now. Clark's rise didn't just bring new fans. It exposed how unprepared the league was for this kind of spotlight. While her games filled arenas, the rest of the season suddenly looked out of sync. Some execs got caught playing defense on their own success, showing how badly their marketing and planning were aligned. After months of mocking Clark fans online, a few teams ended up in a brutal spot. The finals rolled around, and ticket prices tanked. We're talking seats dropping to $10 or even lower, with fans posting pictures of empty sections. That's a bad look for a championship series that was supposed to be a showcase. Viewership slipped too, right after Clark's games had pulled in millions. The energy that followed her didn't stick once she was eliminated, leaving the league scrambling to explain what went wrong.
I don't know too much about this. That's why I thought this would be a great time for all of us to hear about this together. Some of y'all might have already heard it, but y'all ain't get my damn take on it. And yeah, I'm finna get educated. Yes, this league will be competing with the NBA. Definitely will be competing with the WNBA. And it looked like has already started negotiating with players, and Burnett confirmed that they have already signed WNBA players to contract.
Aya Wilson's frustration during that stretch was impossible to miss. People called it personal, but it looked more like a reaction to how messy things behind the scenes had become. She's carrying the weight of being the star representative of a league that still hasn't figured out how to treat its biggest draws fairly. The optics didn't help either. Nike was accused of delaying Clark's shoe deal just to avoid upsetting WNBA fans since Wilson had been waiting on hers for years. Instead of celebrating both, it turned into another reason for fans to argue. Meanwhile, global brands and fans outside the US are chasing Clark relentlessly. She's a media magnet, and that attention is stretching the league in ways it's never seen. The WNBA now faces a real crossroads. Do they focus on their established champion or ride the wave Clark created without alienating anyone? Because if the league can't keep up, Clark's market might just move somewhere else. Clark's $50 million valuation isn't just about the money. It's about who holds the spotlight.
This world basketball thing could be happening for real, because WNBA sources tell The Athletic that the new equity. Lil Wayne said, who, me? Yeah, you, because I want one too. I'm telling you right now, dog. This thing is going to be big. But let's dive into it. It says, how far along is it?
Generates massive attention, pulling in ratings and revenue at a pace the league's never seen. Wilson represents dominance built on skill and consistency, but Clark turned visibility into power. That shift shows how attention now defines value more than trophies ever could. If one player can tilt a league's entire economy, what matters more, talent or marketability? Drop a comment below and tell me what you think. Should the WNBA go all in on Clark's global wave, or protect the core that built its foundation?